Rabbi Ari Berman. His son was just called up to serve in the IDF. Rabbi, thank you for being with us this morning. I know you just got back, as a matter of fact, this morning.
Yeah, no, I just flew back from Tel Aviv.
What is it that the people of Israel are feeling today? Because it is a widespread effect. It's not just one attack like we've seen over the years, one bombing, one terrorist attack. It's a massive massacre. What does that do to the Israeli people?
I'll tell you, there's a range of emotions that's happening right now. First of all, this week, the funerals have started. People attending, you're limited to the amount of people that could attend because of the fear of the rocket attacks. So everybody's listening over Zoom. And the stories that just come out, over 1,000 people killed. And Israel's a small country. Everyone knows someone who was either murdered, injured. There's over 3,000 people injured. And the worst in taking hostage in captivity. Everyone knows somebody who's been mobilized. So there's certainly the sense of profound sadness, a profound concern for the future, our soldiers, and the fate of our country, as well as an incredible resilience. I have seen the most inspiring acts of compassion and kindness over the past couple of days in Israel than I've ever seen in my life. I just went yesterday to my son in his combat unit. He was called up as one of the reservists. He's not yet been deployed to a fighting position, so we were able to come, and we loaded up our car with all basic necessities or additional necessities, home-baked goods. We told people we're going, and they all donated goods, and we drove down, and it was amazing how many others were there. Yeah. Like, there's a real sense in the Citizens Army that these are all of our children.
Wow. And the strength that they're all showing, your family included, the courage that you must be having to, really muster inside yourself and your son. What is it like to be the father of a son who's now been called to serve in this way, especially after seeing how evil and barbaric the enemy is?
Well, I'll say on both sides of that question. First of all, I have enormous pride in my son. He is defending the Jewish state. I remember when he first put on his army uniform. The feeling that I had that all my life I've worked to protect him. What does a father want of only to protect his son? And now he's going out into the world to protect me. And that sense of him and all of our children. And my story is replicated 350,000 times. I mean, it's all of the children of the state of Israel. That sense that we're here for each other. But what we're defending is not just the state. We're defending something greater, and it's what Anna said before about this massacre. This was a massacre. This is not a battle between Israel and the Palestinians, or Israel and Arabs, or Israel and Muslims. It's against Hamas. And Hamas is ISIS. Okay, what they did to children, to the elderly, the stories, raping, murdering, butchering. I mean, this is a massacre that has never happened in the history of Israel. And when we think about when the last thing something like this happened to the Jewish people, one can only shudder in horror. So this is a fight that's not just about Israel against a specific group. It's about the world being against evil.
Against these terrorists.
As a rabbi, how do you explain this level of evil among human beings? How do you explain it?
I can't. It is unfathomable to me. I thought President Biden got it right when he said unadulterated evil. And I think that our response needs to be filled with moral clarity. That's what's key. The world needs to respond with moral clarity. This is evil. This is an abomination. It's sickening. It's viscerally sickening to hear what happened. Okay, and it needs to be neutralized. And we need to speak with absolute clarity. Now, I'll tell you, I'm the president of a top-tier university We have in our university Jews, of course, who've been to Israel, who have friends in Israel, families in Israel, but we have non-Jews in our university. The president of our Alumni Association for Science and Health School is a woman from Bangladesh, a Muslim woman who found a home at yeshiva. And all of us are unified in our absolute abhorrence, are unified against what happened and how we need to fight this evil. And that's true for everyone. And I call on all university presidents to issue with moral clarity for their entire university that what happened has to be eradicated. What happens can never happen again. And we need to give Israel the strength to defend itself and to defend the world against this type of evil.
Rabbi Ari Berman, thank you. Thank you for coming in. I know you just literally got out of the airplane to be with us. I appreciate your time.
And I say, Jose and Anna, you are doing a great job. And it's not just my son who's called to service. We are all called to service in this fight against evil. And you're doing your service by shedding the light and the truth on this situation. So thank you.
Thank you so much for lending your voice and your perspective and understanding to all of this.